Welcome back to the Sleepy Keys Craft Corner. Today on the program, we are going to be doing some thrifty gifting. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to take these mugs that have been picked up from the local thrift store, and we are going to be repurposing them into personalized gifts for friends, family, loved ones, co-workers, letter carriers, people at the office, people at the post office, anyone that you can think of for the holiday season. But I think that nothing really says personalized recognition like a thrifted mug that you have picked out for your loved one or friend or family member. So today what I'm going to do is just give you a couple of ideas about how you can fill these mugs to then have them be ready for gifting for the holiday season. However, before we get started, and what I think is the most important part of this crafting and gifting activity is that we need to check and make sure that none of these mugs have lead paints in them. Now, for many years, lead paints were used for decorative painting on mugs. You'll see it a lot on plates, and you'll see it on, figurines. Because your mouth is making contact with the mug and I'm gifting it to someone, I don't want them to be drinking a mouthful of lead. So what I've done is purchased these test strips. I don't know if you've heard about this yet, but there are these test strips that you can use in order to check to see if there is any lead present in your mug, plate, whatever you might pick up from the thrift store. So let me show you how to use that. Now, what you can see here is that I've placed a little bit of white vinegar in this bowl, and you don't need a lot of white vinegar, just a splash really. And what this does is help to activate the test strips that I've purchased to help us see if there is lead present on any of the mugs. So there's just a little tiny bit in here, and it does smell like vinegar. But vinegar has a whole lot of purposes. I know a number of folks that will use vinegar for a cleaning solution. I throw it in the dishwasher and the washing machine. Just do a cycle with some of the white distilled vinegar. And you could also use it, again, you want to dilute it, but you can use white vinegar to clean a lot of surfaces to help kind of disinfect and get rid of some germs. Now, it's not going to get rid of everything. Sometimes you got to break out the big guns with the, actual cleaning solution, but you can get quite a bit clean with just the white vinegar. But then everything does smell like vinegar, which I don't mind. If I had to pick a favorite, chip or flavoring, it would be, sour vinegar. Is that what that flavor profile is? I'm not sure. Anyways, so we've got our small amount of the white vinegar in this bowl here. And so I'm going to grab my test strips. They come in this convenient little container, and there's a plastic top, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of space in my kitchen drawer either, so I like that. So now I just need to get this open. There we go. Put the top over here. And all I have to do is grab the swab. I'm going to go ahead and put the top back on. And there is an indicator on the side of this bottle that's provided with the swabs that shows if lead is present or if lead is not present. So if it's present, you will see that it turns this dark reddish burgundy color. And then if there's no lead detected, it's a, sort of a yellowish orange, a light orange. So let's see. Get the vinegar on there, so you can see there's the light orange that shows us no lead. I'm going to start with this beautiful sunset mug. I've got a lot of ideas on who I could give this beachy mug to, but I'm not going to be gifting it if it's full of lead. So we just wipe on the side. Oh, great. So no lead detected. It's staying that same orange color. Wonderful news, wonderful news. I'm just going to check some other spots here. Nothing. Excellent. I'll use the same one on this beautiful California mug with a little squirrel chipmunk on it. I'm just going to rub around here and around the side. Not seeing any lead detected. Wonderful. And then I've got this really cool, hip, stylish mug. And if I'm touching the paint, you don't want to just do the top part. You want to make sure you get whatever's painted, wherever there's decoration. And I'm still not seeing any lead present. Excellent, excellent. And now I feel like I've used this one enough, so I'm going to grab another swab. And now I grab the swab with the top back on. Dip it into the distilled vinegar. Now I'm going into this fun mug here. There's no paint on it, but I don't know what the finish is. And there's no lead. Excellent. Just to illustrate what it does look like when there's lead present, let me test a few of these plates that I suspect might have lead. Nothing there. Nothing on this one either. What about this old salt and pepper shaker here? No lead on these either. Okay, well, I'm going to find something that's got lead on it. Perhaps okay. Nothing on the plates. What about this decorative Santa Claus ornament? Seems fine. And this pig. Nothing on the pig. Okay, what about this? Nothing on this salt and pepper shaker either. Well, I got a few more items because I still want to show you what a positive lead detected swab looks like. So I've got this old ornament, another salt and pepper shaker, another shaker, another one I'd suspect just because it's got the shiny part, and this one's just kind of heavy. So let's do one more strip and see. Not that I want there to be lead on anything, I just want to show you what it looks like. That one looks good. Nothing on here. Uh-oh. This might be one. Yep, okay. Now I'm rubbing along the edges of this one. I thought maybe, well, am I just picking up the paint? I don't think that's the case. Yeah, especially over these silver portions right here along the top. And so now you can see how instead of it being all of the light orange color, there is sort of a pinkish burgundy tint to the top of this swab. So this one's got lead in it. You don't want to eat out of this, use it. You know, it is a decorative salt and pepper shaker, so if you just have it in a cabinet, that's fine, but it's not something you want to handle, have around, you know, children or your dinner table. See, now we've got that strong burgundy color versus one where it's a lot lighter, or it just stays that sort of light orange color. So get out of here. Now I'm gonna put these back, but the good news is that all of the mugs that I've chosen from the thrift store do not have lead in them, so I could use those as gifting mugs. I found this mug at a thrift store and instantly fell in love. And it's because it has these beautiful red, white, and black details going into a really fun checkered heart shape with some silver diamonds, very flashy, into a plain portion, into some more gold diamonds, or perhaps, no, they're gold toned, and then this beautiful red stripe with the black and sort of checkered pattern inside there into my favorite, a teal triangle. Now, what really makes this mug stand out and why I had to get it was this intricate handle. I've never seen anything quite like it, honestly. On the bottom part, there's a silver reflective coating that goes into these fun geometric shapes. It's very hip and very modern, honestly, too. And then there's some yellow accents, some more blue and that teal color, and then a circular hole for the handle. Really, really, it's something. And honestly, part of me thinks, well, I'm not sure I do want to, you know, gift this one. I can keep this one for myself, but I have the perfect friend that would enjoy this mug, so I feel like it was meant to be. So this thrifty gifted mug is going to be filled with something sweet, and in this case I've chosen just a few Dum Dum lollipops. I thought that Dum Dums would be a good choice because, you know, you can kind of pick them up, eat them on the go. You know, they'll keep in this mug for quite some time, and honestly it's just what I had laying around the house. And you'll notice that there are quite a few butterscotch and root beer because it's not my favorite flavor. So hopefully, you know, my friend will enjoy these, but also I'm hoping that her dentist doesn't get too PO'd at her, right, because of the candy. So if I take these Dum Dums and I put them inside the mug, you can see that they fit in here quite nicely. However, they're just kind of sitting in there. It looks kind of fun, but I want this gift to pack a little bit more of an impactful punch, and so I want these to be raised up out of the mug, because isn't that more fun? Look at that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Pour these back out. And just thinking about what I've got around, you know, I do have a whole bag of these pom-poms, and I think if I were to put these pom-poms in the mug, it will help to lift up the lollipops a bit, just in a way that makes them stick out a little bit more. And then, you know, my friend can reuse the pom-poms later for any sort of crafting that she might be doing, or, oh, I don't know, a fun cat toy, or making little figurines or jewelry, really anything. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to match the colors and the color scheme of this mug, but I could just take out the white pom-poms because, you know, maybe they're like snowballs, and that's kind of a holiday thing. If I were to just do the multicolored ones, oops, I feel like it almost clashes, so I'm going to just stick with the white pom-poms, and we'll pretend like they're snowballs, right? Okay. So there's one there. Now I'm almost getting these mixed up a little bit with my felt pieces, which sort of match, but it's honestly a different red. I don't think I'm going to put those in there. And I'm just going to stick with the snowball theme here. So, oh, I got one in there. I got it. Okay. You know what? That should probably do it. I don't need to fill it up all the way. Pick these up. Put these back in the bag. Now that I've got my snowballs in the mug, I'm just gonna place my dum-dums back in the top and squish them down just a little bit. Wow. Yeah, it looks a lot more fun. Just one thing that I'll need to do in order to finish this off, and that is tie a bow around here. And oh, I forgot, I'm gonna include some cherry chapstick because it is officially chapstick season. So I feel like everyone needs a spare chapstick around. Just gonna stick that in there. Here's what I think is the hardest part about gift wrapping rather. It's choosing the right color of ribbon. Now, oh gosh, actually that's pretty easy. I think it might be the sparkly red. No, because the gold is a nice contrast. There's a little bit of gold, you know, in the reflective, colorful part there. And I guess the red sort of clashes with the mug, so let's do gold. So I'm just gonna take a piece about this length. Now you could tie it around, but we've got this fun built-in handle here, so I'm gonna feed it through there. Tie a little bow. That's fun, but I think you know what we need to do next, and that is curl those ends. really nothing quite as satisfying as curling some bow ends. And it's still not quite enough. I feel like I want to add some extra gold to this. Put these up here. And tie another bow. Now we've got 2 bows. I don't think that's too many. And I think I want to have a fun accent on the end here. So I'm going to cut like that. Look. Now we've got the little finished end. Oops. Cut it the wrong way. There we go. Now that looks so fun. I'd love to receive this as a gift. Not only for the candies inside, but mainly for this beautiful mug. And I don't care that it's thrifted. I don't need to see tags on it. I just need to know that it's a beautiful mug. So, there's our first mug. And now, let's bring it over to this gorgeous, really, really special, one-of-a-kind California mug. You can see here that this fun state-themed mug has the text California on the top. So this is really some beautiful ceramic work, honestly, where you've got the C-A-L-I-F-O-R-N-A on the top. And then you have this acorn, three-dimensional, beautiful acorn image that goes on the top, and then this fun leaf detail. And really, what caught my eye when I saw it, so this has to be for my buddy Judy, because Judy is from California, and Judy also loves squirrels. So I thought it would be fun to do a mug like this for Judy, and I'm going to put some peanuts in it because, well, if Judy doesn't want them, she could feed them to the squirrels. It's a win-win. But I know she's just gonna love this mug and treasure it. Maybe even drink out of it, or maybe put it on display. Throw some pens and pencils in there. The possibilities are really endless. And if you go around to the back of this, look, there's another set of acorns. I could just fill this with acorns. That would be kind of fun, but I think the peanuts are a better idea. Let me grab those. I'm gonna grab some saran wrap, or any cling wrap that you might have. It doesn't have to be name brand. Again, this is Thrifty Gifting. And I'm just gonna place that down here. Well, you know how hard it is to get the cling wrap unclung after you've accidentally got some parts touching there. Okay, that'll have to do. And then I've got some dry roasted peanuts here. Now, if you are going to be gifting peanuts for human consumption, dry roasted and salted is fine. But if they're for squirrels, they need to be unsalted. Ideally, you just give them the whole unsalted peanuts, inside the peanut husk, and the squirrels can get that out real easily. So I don't want to put too many peanuts in there, just because I don't want the squirrels to be too spoiled. You start feeding them, and then they don't stop coming around. And then after that, you might see them start to chew at the siding of your house, trying to get inside. So just a few peanuts. Now I'm going to try and, before I wrap it up, let me set myself up for success by getting some ribbon ready. And I think a plain silver would really be the best option. There. Tie it again. And I think you know what I have to do next. There might be a few opportunities when gift wrapping or working with ribbon where you want to leave it uncurled, but really you want to curl it as much as possible. Now I'm going to stick that in here. I might just leave it like that. You know what? I think I'll add another. Oh, maybe some red. I'm going to add a contrasting red. I'll also tie in a bow. Or I won't tie it in a bow, but I'll tie it like that. Oh yeah. And now honestly I think it needs a little green too. Here and curl the ends. There we go. How fun is that? Look, now we've got this beautiful California mug with the little squirrel handle. I don't think I've ever seen anything as cute. And then, you know, some fun peanuts and some colorful bows for gifting. Well, this next mug I picked up because I thought, well, I'm really liking this beachy look. And I know that my best friend loves the beach. And so I thought that I could gift this mug to her because, you know, you've got the beach scene here. So every time you take a sip of something, you can remember what it's like to be at the beach. That's what we always want. So there's the beautiful sea oats. They're blowing in the breeze, the warm ocean breeze. It's sunset, so the sun is setting. It's this gorgeous orange color. And then the sand is sandy, and the seabirds are flying and with the beautiful sunset clouds behind them. And this sunset scene goes all the way around to an identical sunset scene. So no matter which way you're holding the mug, if you're right-handed, left-handed, if you are holding it like this, you're going to be obscuring the beauty, but it's fine. Anyways, so this would be an otherwise kind of boring beige mug, but it has this gorgeous beach sunset scene on it. So, because it's for my beachy pal, I'm going to put in here, this shell bracelet, which has the beautiful little white, I think they're little clams, like a puka shell, little coquina shell. But anyways, it's got a fun pink clasp on it, so it's not like a real a real clasp bracelet. It's very easy to put on and off. You just slip it on your wrist and then you pull that closed. So I have one too. I love this bracelet and I think she's complimented me on it before. So that's why I think this would be a great one to include in her mug. You know, you could line this mug with tissue paper, but I think in this case I'm going to line it with the little puff balls again. And I think the best color option to go along with this would be, I might just do all pink ones, because I'm also going to be putting in these pink heart sunglasses in the mug. Isn't that going to be fun? So we're kind of going for a pink theme with this, sort of like the pink clouds that you might see at a beautiful sunset. I don't know if I have quite enough of the pink poof balls, so I might have to throw some of the white ones. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I think yellow would be really nice. So maybe I'll just do the yellow and white ones. Yeah, when you're doing the decorating for these, it's really important to you know, choose a color scheme, have things match, makes it look more thought out, more effort was involved, right? Grab a couple more. That ought to do it. Now we have fun white and yellow. The fun white and yellow little poof balls, just to add some volume to our mug. And then I want to add the glasses. It could be fun if the mug was wearing glasses. Oops. Kind of like that. Yeah, but they're not really staying put. Maybe I throw them in like this. Kind of like that. And then got the bracelet on top, some of the shells hanging out. No, I don't like that. I'm just going to put the shells inside here. And then the bracelet, the glasses like that. That's fun. There we go. That looks good. And it's in there securely, which I think is a good idea. But it also needs a bow. And I'm thinking, because I don't have a yellow ribbon, I am going to do pink. Let's stick with the theme here and the color scheme we've got going. And let's use this pink bow. I've got quite a bit of it. Do I want to tie it around here? No. So I think I'll just tie it around the handle. I want the bow to face the top. Very cute. And we don't have any ribbon to curl here, but I think I want my ribbon to be a little bit more even, and I want to get that fun shape in the bottom. So I'm going to fold it on itself, just like that, and then cut at an angle. That's a nice look. Alright, look at that. How fun. So you've got the pink and the yellows and sunglasses and the beachy theme. They're gonna love it. They're just gonna love it. And when crafting and gifting, let's try and clean up as you go. I love this this pink ribbon, and it's got a beautiful texture to it. However, it does tend to shed. Here we go. Oh, right, we've got one more really fun mug, and this one's gonna be for my sweetheart. It says Florida, and it has a fun little set of crossed palm trees where there's coconuts on the top, and then there's a flamingo on the side with, you know, one leg up doing the flamingo stance, right? I like to do that sometimes. And the bottom, like I said, spells out Florida, Florida. And then you've got the biggest and sturdiest handle of all the mugs that we've seen today, and it's a fairly large rectangle. And then on the back, this one says, "Wet your whistle." Isn't that fun? So, you know, wet your whistle. That when I think of that, it's when, you know, you just want a little something to drink. You just want a little sip of something. And I think my sweetheart will think this is hilarious. So it says WETYOURWHITLE. Wet your whistle. But the best part and the most inventive part about this mug, it says wet your whistle, but there's also a whistle built into the handle. So it doesn't sound great, but it makes a little whistle sound that you can do into the side here, right above the handle. So the little Florida wet your whistle mug. Hilarious. Now, honestly, when I think about wet your whistle, I think about, oh gosh, what are they called? One of my favorite groups, Midnight Star. You heard of them? Now, they have a song, not Wet Your Whistle, but Wet My Whistle. Wet My Whistle. It's a hit. And my sweetheart loves that song too. But Midnight Star, actually, they have a lot of hits. There's Curious. That's probably their biggest song. I love that one. Curious. And oh, Slow Jam is really good. That's a slow song, and it's called Slow Jam. Yeah, that's a good one for slow dancing, right? And then, oh, Freakazoid. Freakazoid's a good song too. Oh, and then actually, okay, if I had to pick my favorite Midnight Star song, I think it's gonna be Midas Touch. Got the Midas Touch, bing. That one's so much fun to dance to. It's got a good rhythm, and oh wait, do they have Operator? I think Operator's one of their songs too. They have so many hits. I can't even name them all, but yeah, Midnight Star, Operator, but Operator's probably not my favorite phone-based song. If I had to pick a favorite, song about telephones, I would probably say it's Mr. Telephone Man, or maybe Call Me by Blondie, or Hanging on the Telephone Line, not the Blondie version, but the original version. Anyways, so wet my whistle, or wet your whistle. What do I want to put in here for my sweetheart? I want to do, obviously, some warm and cozy beverages for the season. So I'm thinking I've got a few packets of green tea. So I'm going to take these green tea packets. I'm going to leave them in here. Obviously, I don't want to open them because then they'll might cause them to go stale a little bit. So I'm going to put these in here, and then I'm also going to include some hot cocoa mix. Now, I could make hot cocoa mix from scratch, but I won't. So this will do just fine. And there's even directions on the back should someone need to know how to do it. You don't really need directions. You just boil some water and then add it in there. But some people like directions, just like my sweetheart. So I need to loosen up the package a little bit so I can make it a little more foldable. There we go. So there's the hot cocoa. And again, we want things to be kind of sticking out because that adds some fun and pizzazz. And there's the tea. Maybe put some tea back here too. Yeah, that looks good. I think that looks good, just like that. Yep, now you kind of have everything kind of spilling out. That looks fun. And then in terms of ribbon, this mug's very brown. I feel like it could use some pizzazz. So I think Silver Sparkle, just like Midnight Star, Silver Sparkle would be a really nice accent. And I don't want to obscure the whistle, just so he knows right away. Got a whistle. Put that there. Tie it in a bow. Perfect. All right, just like that. Wet my whistle with some green tea, some hot cocoa, and a lot of holiday cheer. So that's it. This is our holiday gifting, or thrifty gifting any time of year. You go to the store, the thrift store. Maybe it's some sort of mug exchange. You could organize that with your friends, and then you fill it with some thoughtful items for your friends, family, loved ones, and you can do this any time of year, just like that. So, thrifty gifting, it can be that easy and that much fun to spread cheer any time of year with a fun and festive mug that fits the personality of your loved one. Thanks for joining us today on the Sleepy Keys Craft Corner. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have great luck finding fun mugs that don't contain lead at your local thrift store.